These are public proceedings. We are streaming. Ms. McCollum, are you pulled over, stopped where you're safe and parked?
I am. I just made it to the office and it's traffic. Am I able to walk upstairs to go into office?
Ma'am, actually, you're already late, okay? And court needs to start on time, okay?
Okay.
So these are public proceedings. We are streaming live on YouTube. The YouTube link, Zoom link and password are available on the court's webpage. Because these are official court proceedings, you must adhere to and abide by professional courtroom decorum. So that means no driving, no drinking, no eating, no smoking. You can't be lying in bed, can't be at the dentist's office or the doctor's office. Find a place where you're comfortable, be seated, and be still. Ms. McCollum, just give me one moment and let me check with the court, okay?
Okay, yes, ma'am.
You're at your office, so you just need to go upstairs, or you still need
Yes.
to get.
Yes, ma'am. I'm at the office. I just need to go upstairs.
Okay, hurry, 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 hurry.
Okay.
Because you're the only case on this calendar. I know you might have thought there'll be other cases and you'll have time. You're the only case on the calendar.
I apologize. I just got stuck caught in traffic this morning.
Yes, ma'am, I completely understand, but hurry, hurry, and I'll let the court know.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Mr. Lovejoy, check your chat and respond, please.
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, can you check your chat, please?
Yes, ma'am.
So the minor child is there with you?
No, ma'am. She's at her mom's house.
Okay, that's what was in the chat, and you said yes, ma'am. So I didn't know if you were answering the question or just responding that you knew how to check your chat. Okay, thank you. We'll get started shortly. Good morning, everyone. This is Ms. Marshall. The court has an unexpected conflict that's running over this morning, so this case will start at 10:30. Same Zoom link, same password. If you want to leave your connection so you don't lose it, that's fine. I will not be closing this out, but your return and this hearing will start at 10:30. Again, you're welcome to leave your device connected if you so wish. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, okay, so you all can hear me? Okay, I was thinking I had a volume issue. All right, thank you so much. So let me start by indicating that the court has had some issues, as well as I'm physically not in Georgia. Came to Vegas for a national bar conference. Then the cloud strike event occurred, and I have been stuck here now for 4 days. Today, however, apparently it's my lucky day, and I'm out of jail. So I don't have my robe, but I wanted to make sure that I had this hearing, and so I needed a moment to try to see if I can get a file and things of that nature. I don't have your file, but I'm familiar with the case well enough. And if I do need to see something, and then I'll have Miss Harris or Miss Marshall open up the file and put it on the screen so I can see it. And then we are appearing through the courtroom, so we're not on Zoom today as well. All right. Do we have a court reporter? Does anyone bring a court reporter? Mr. Lovejoy, Ms. McCullough?
Ma'am, say it again.
I just wanted to see if there was a court report. I don't see one. Okay. All right. All right. Let me start with you, Ms. Lovejoy. Can you give me a status?
I mean, her and Anaya, they are speaking and talking and spending time. And like I said, Anaya been over there with her mom for the last 2 weeks, I guess, a visit. And I guess school will be starting in like 2 more weeks. And other than that, though, Your Honor, I mean, they've been on good status. Her and her mother, they've been on good status.
Okay, let me hear from you, Ms. McCullum.
So I think it's been more than 2 weeks. Very good status, as Mr. Lovejoy said. Therapy definitely helped out a lot. My last session, she came and embraced me. We spoke, and since then we've been doing good.
You said since the last.
She's been with me. I've spoken to her.
Can you hear me? Can you? I'm sorry. If you would,
yes.
You said since the last something she embraced you. Did you say? I couldn't hear what you said.
On the last session.
The last
therapy session.
What happened?
Our last therapy. Well, she embraced me throughout therapy. She wasn't really engaging or anything like that. But the last one, she came up to me at the end of the session, hugged, embraced me, walked me to the car, and then since then, called. And I want to say she's been with me since the second week of June. And she just wants us to go back and she just wants to go back and forth. She wants us to keep her out of the adult business, and she just wants us to be there. This is her last senior year, so she wants to be able to not have to decide who comes here or who comes there. She just, she passed the stuff in summer school, just ready for this year. So she just wants she wants to be a kid, and she just wants us to be able to be cordial enough that we can be in the same setting. And if anything that we have to talk pertaining to her, that we're able to do that. And I am totally open to that. I explained to her she has a pair of eyes, hands, a parent is a pair. So I'm always open to speak to Mr. Lovejoy concerning Anaya.
Okay, that sounds good. And what if I can't recall at the time that if the court asked for Anaya to do personal therapy, do we know if you recall if I asked that, and where are you on that? Mr. Lovejoy, was that?
So it wasn't.
I'm listening.
Oh man, I mean.
Okay. From my understanding.
Go ahead, Ms. McCollum. Go ahead.
My understanding, I didn't know about the personal therapy she had. I just thought that we had the reunification therapy session. So I'm not for sure if it was stated for her to do the personal one.
Okay, but at this juncture, you both feel as if you're in a good space. I know initially, Ms. McCullum, your position was that you wanted her returned to you. Has that position changed?
So it's not so much of her, what was returned to me because of the schooling and everything, just the dynamic of it. My position is to be able to allow her to come back and forth. A week or two with me, Mr. Lovejoy, however that is. And she's of age. She's definitely matured a lot in a positive way, Judge Barrie, like that I've seen. And I want her to have that time to be able to say, hey, I want to go with my mom. I want to be able to go with my dad. And, we just handle it. I'm not trying to take her out of Mr. Lovejoy's life. Me and Anaya, like I said, it's been about a month, I want to say, that she's been with me. And we're just been, she's just on it. Like, I'm very proud of her. And I just want to tell you and the court, thank you guys for just not looking at the surface of anything, just going in deeper and seeing that. Because without that therapy reunification, I don't think that we will be where we're at now.
Okay. What's your position, Mr. Lovejoy, on?
I mean, they doing good. I mean,
No, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking on the actual custody arrangement. What would your request be? Like how the court should arrange the custody?
mean, like her mother said, she can stay with me, or at this
Well,
point
she
I'm
has
just
to
behind.
stay in the jurisdiction of the school that she's going. That's important too. Where is she going to?
She going to school out here at my house to
Okay.
Shiloh.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
so I'm trying to understand, are you asking for 50-50 custody so that she can go back and forth? Or are you asking for Mr. Lovejoy to have?
I mean, it can be 50-50. It just, like I said, Your Honor, it just, what I was saying before, they just had to speak and get it together and talk together with each other. Once they get it together, that's up, that's up to however we work it out. But I'm just happy that they got it together. I mean, and that's it. And like I said, it can be 50-50. It's okay with me. It's okay.
Okay.
I just know that, she go to school out here and she resigns out here, but I mean.
Okay. And what is your position on that, Ms. McCollum?
I'm okay with 50-50. I have no problem taking her to school, picking her up. Her last 2 weeks of school, summer school, she was at Shiloh. She wants to stay there. I believe that's a great school for her. And it's not too far from me, so I have no problem picking her up and taking her back, as well as work. We're doing that now, so.
Mr. Lovejoy, what is your monthly income?
Like 27, 28, 2,800.
And what about yours, Ms. McCollum?
About the same.
Oh, okay. Okay, with that being said, if it's 50-50, there would be no child support. Everything would just stop. Do you understand?
So yeah. Okay, so Your Honor, so even the back pay that she has to pay, that would be stopped too?
If I ordered back pay, no. If I ordered child support, then that it would be considered. Do you have any child support that's outstanding?
No, ma'am. I got no, ma'am.
Oh, right. And you're saying I ordered child support for Ms. McCollum to pay child support?
Yes, ma'am. And yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay.
When did I order that?
You ordered that
on the last.
Hold on, I got my paper right here. On April the 2nd, it was amount of $635.
And I think it was on there. He read lower than it says on the final hearing that it will be. That's the amount, but it will be notified or put into writing once the final hearing comes and we see everything.
Okay.
Okay. So I need to look at my order on exactly that. But if I ordered it by April 2nd, and since this thing is now 50-50, Ms. McCollum, your position is Mr. Lovejoy didn't owe anything, so there was no offset that I was doing, correct?
No, he didn't owe any, no offset. My position with that was
Ms. Harris, I'm sorry. Ms. Harris, can you email me the last order that the April order, will probably around the April date. Can you send that to me?
Yes, ma'am. I just sent it a screenshot, but I'll also email it to you. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me take a look. Thank you. Give me a moment. Okay. So I have down here, that was the reason I was waiting, because I needed to offset that Mr. Lovejoy also owed child support in the amount of $517. So I said from September of 2021 until October of 2023, petitioner was required to pay child support in the amount of $517 per month. Did you pay that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I've been paid that. I was off child support like 2 years ago, and I've been paying it. I've been paying it, Your Honor. And my balance is zero. My balance, ma'am, as the paperwork that I sent into you, Your Honor, I had got it from the child support, and they had said my balance was zero. If you look, if you look into the paperwork, you'll see where it says zero balance.
What paperwork? When did you send the paperwork to me?
I submitted it. I submitted it the last court order. The last court. The
Okay.
last court date I submitted, and it was in there though. I sent it in.
Okay. So, and Ms. McCullum,
And can I interject?
did you recall receiving those funds?
Yes. Yes, so he was only on there for 1 year to date. However, he was behind on payment. His license was suspended, so he was in the arrears of paying it. So that's why he paid after that. But if you can see from that, I have the paperwork that I put on there from them telling them I closed the case. I contacted them, asked them to close the case because she was with him. It was only 1 year to date. Like I said, he was behind and was suspended. His license was suspended. And I think they froze his account because he just wasn't paying. So that's the reason why he was paying after the fact, was because there was an arrear. But he only paid, it was only on child support for 1 complete year of her entire life.
What? So is there an arrearage, or is there no arrearage and there's no amount that paid?
There's just no amount, but he's saying that he paid from the 2023, but that was because he was paying off the arrears. Okay. But it was only scheduled, he was only on child 12 months. That was it.
Got it. Okay. So,
and that was my.
Okay, hold on, give me 1 more second. I'm gonna get the rest of that. Okay. Yeah. All right. The court had a different understanding, so I'll take a look at it, because it looks like the court's position was that the amount was $517. What I wrote here was, and petitioner has not paid any amount of child support. So as on April 2nd, 2024, the position was that there was no child support paid. So was that incorrect?
No, he paid.
I'm sorry?
Yes, ma'am, that's incorrect. He paid fully. No, that's incorrect. He paid fully. He was only on it for 1 year. Like I said, he was in arrears, but he's paid off and he's been off of it as well.
When did you?
He was only on child support from August 2000.
August what? Say that again.
He was ordered to do child support August 2021 to August of 2022. I petitioned for it, I want to say, in the end of 2020. However, that's when they went with the courts and everything went into play. But his first payment was on August 2000.
2000 what?
And he came off of it August 2020.
Okay,
2021.
Okay, because something's happening where your last word gets cut off. So August of 2021 through August.
I think the internet says here.
I'm sorry, say that again.
22, yes, ma'am.
So,
yes, ma'am. August.
And I went to stay with him. I'm sorry, what's your daughter's name again? Oh, okay.
I think we just lost her.
Okay.
But it was very choppy. I couldn't hear what she was saying.
Okay, good. It's not just me. All right, then. So let's give her a second to get back on.
Yeah, is it okay for?
Oh, okay. Ms. McCullum, we can't see you at all. We can't see you, and okay. Is she with us or not?
No, now she's gone completely. I'll keep an eye out on her.
Okay.
I'm just gonna step outside. I think the building is messing up.
Have you disconnected from us, or are you just going in and out?
I'm going in and out. It's knocking me out, but I'm about to walk outside so it will stay still. Just is this better?
Okay, we'll try.
Okay.
So August of 2021 to August 2022, that's when and then the child went to stay with Mr. Lovejoy in August of 2022?
Yes, ma'am.
And during that time,
I contacted child support, asked them to, I told them the information that was going on, that she was with him, and to close the case. There's a letter, I don't know what page.
They closed the case in August of 2022?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
He was still in arrears, so that's why he was still paying it. But the
Uh-huh.
case is told, the document is in the file as well.
All right. So then I said you would pay $635 since April. So that's April to May, May to June, June to July, July to August. So that's 4 months. Hold up, that was since August we'd be changing it now. So that would be April. So you would pay April, you'll pay May, you'll pay June, you'll pay July. So you'll pay 4 months of child support. So that would be okay. And did both of you give me 28 last time? Because 635 is a high amount of child support for $2,800.
I think I might have said 29. But then when I went back and looked at my information and spoke to HR, they told me that amount. And I just have one other question, Judge Barrie.
Yes.
So I wanted to say the last time we were discussing this, Mr. Lovejoy asked about child support. And then when you talked to him and spoke to him, he admitted that from the time period before born until she came over there with him to the child support order, he hadn't paid anything consistently. So from 1 year old to 15, I always stayed under my roof. He admitted that I never asked him for anything. He helped out here and there. So I'm asking Mr. Lovejoy, does he want to drop this, or I seek counsel and go back for the year she was born to 15? Because I didn't ask him for anything. Like he said, he just did what he did when I did ask him here and there. But he didn't pay anything consistently. He admitted that under oath.
Yep.
Okay, Mr. Lovejoy.
Your Honor, from day one, I've been there. I signed the birth certificate. We lived together. I got numerous addresses of me and her with the same address, with the same addresses on there. We lived together, Your Honor. And the thing is, when I went and got Anaya out of this program, she been with me since August the 17th, 2022. Miss McCallum haven't paid nothing. Like, okay, she put me on child support, Your Honor, and I paid my child support. I did what I was supposed to do as a man. I've been in my daughter's life from day one, not day two, day one. I took care of her. I paid for daycare. I done everything I supposed to do as a man. As a man, like she said, I'm a good dad. Miss McCallum has said it, and Anaya have said. I took care of them. I took care of her and my daughter. Her and my daughter. I have receipts. I have everything. Even when Miss McCallum did 6 months in prison of me sending her money in prison. Your Honor, I have took care of my family from day one, Your Honor. I've been on my job for 12 years, Your Honor. If I was a deadbeat, Your Honor, I would have been on child support, Your Honor. I took care of my family. I took care of my household to the strongest ability that I could, or that I did. So them days you want to say from this age, from 1 year old to 15, we stayed together, Hollywood, for plenty of years. I got addresses of ID at the same facility.
I don't know. I need to look at the documents on the child support.
Yes, ma'am. Look at. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, because the documents that I have do not show you paid off. The documents that I have, I don't show a closed case. And here's the difference with a closed case. And I'll look. If the case was closed, then the child support doesn't accrue until this modification occurs. But if the case was not closed, you would owe her child support even while the child remained with you, because you can't modify child support until the court does it. So you can't take Anaya into your custody without the court. It doesn't change the fact that you owe her money until I sign the order indicating such, which would have been in April of 2021. I mean, April of 20. what is the year of this?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's the reason why I did not do the child support immediately, because the records did not reflect a closed child support here. It did not reflect closed child support. So I got to decide, I have to determine, that was the reason why we held it out, was to determine whether or not this case got closed. If the case got closed, it doesn't accrue. But if it did not get closed, it continued to accrue. And the last thing we had showed that your amount was still outstanding and that the case was not closed. Let me see. So I need to see whether or not that case remained open, because that's what it looked like from my end. Do y'all remember? Let me see if I can. Miss Harris, can you put on the screen the last, let's see, where did I just see that? Is it possible to screen share this so we'll know what this is?
The order that I just sent you, Judge?
The one, hold on, let's see. Just thought I was reading the child support. Yep. Oh, let me see. It was the child support document. Miss Marshall, the document you're showing me was who sent this document in?
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Lovejoy sent that as evidence for the May 30th calendar that was canceled because Ms. McCollum was not properly noticed. Because that's the evidence he had sent in preparation of the May 30th calendar.
Because this is saying that what's currently due is $6,200. That was your document. Can you explain to me how you think this document is read?
Well, I just went to the child support and just got this paper from them, and they had said my case was closed, and my case been closed for ever since November 2023.
I'm not saying that. I'm not seeing that. And the document that you just turned in to me states that you first had to pay child support in September of 2021.
Yes, ma'am.
But it does have nothing in arrears, but it says the total current amount due is $6,200.
Nope. Well, ma'am, that's what I paid through the whole year.
That's what you paid?
Yes, ma'am. So I'm at, like I said, ma'am, I'm at zero balance. And like they sent me a check. Child support sent me a check back saying that I paid too much. So I'm thinking that if I owed them, they wouldn't send me a check back to them,
Right. So maybe it says total current due. Okay, 62, but then it says total current. Maybe that's CU paid, but the CU paid is Miss McCollum.
I'm thinking that's how much money that she got. I don't
Maybe that check back to him, Your Honor, because like I said, once Joy wouldn't bring Anaya back to me, I contacted them and told them the situation and to close the case so that I don't have to pay him anything. So they might have just held that and sent that back to him.
Yeah, so that's
I got
to me. Okay, 67.
Okay, go ahead.
I see that they look like in October they sent you a check back for $67.14 for overpayment. So all showing it actually closed, it might have been the way it looks this way is because they were trying to show you that there was nothing outstanding. And so even though they were looking at dates as of now, maybe that's just the best they could do to show you evidence that the amount there was nothing due. Okay, that's probably what this is. All right then. So yeah, with I'll do a 50-50 child support. I mean 50-50 custody split. Child support would be at 0. There would be an outstanding amount basically of $24,2540 that Ms. McCullum would owe you. And so those payments need to be paid to you. And I think that's generally it. Ms. McCullum, of course, you could contact an attorney for the times that were not paid. There is some case law on it, but it's not a very easy task. Because essentially, I think to do that back paid like that, you have to have kept all of your receipts for time. So I think that's kind of difficult to do, but you're obviously free to do it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I think that's it. Y'all have a good one. I'm glad.
Wait, I'm sorry, Judge. Can you check the text messages, please? I just texted you.
Okay, hold on one second. Okay. For insurance, who has health insurance?
Mr. Love, I do, Your Honor.
Oh,
yeah, I had it previously. He has it now.
Okay. And the health insurance that you have, is that through your job?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. And for final decision making on education, I'm going to give to Dad since she's in your area. Final decision making on health, I'll give to Mom. Religion, Mom, and extracurriculars, Dad. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Y'all take care.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.